KB Power speaking power to the youth. Traveled all the way up to Buffalo, New York to speak at the Global Concepts Charter School, working with the 7th and 8th graders. What a wonderful event. They spent the day learning about a career fair, and they also attended a college university so that they can learn about the areas of life of where they want to go. My piece was a motivational speech teaching these young individuals how they can prepare with a purpose. Good afternoon, everyone. Man, that is not a group of young people. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. What grade do I have in the house? Let me hear it. 8th grade. What grade do I have in the house? Let me hear it. 8th grade. Let the whole building hear. What grade do I have in the house? 8th grade. That's what I'm talking about. Preparing with a purpose is something that's so important. And as today you guys went on a college tour and you got to hear about what it's like to be at these different universities, preparing with a purpose is more important. You're not just 8th graders just to be in the 8th grade. After today's college visits, you guys are preparing to go somewhere in life that requires you to participate every year after this with the focus that I want to go to college and I would like to achieve certain things after college. Any opportunity that you have, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade, any opportunity that you have where you can be the only person in the room, student council president, honor society president, class president, that's what I was at my high school. I was class president. There can only be but 1 or 2 team captains on a team. There can only be but 1 conductor in the orchestra. Anytime you have an opportunity to stand out, it's an opportunity that shows you're preparing with a purpose. You're preparing to be a leader later on in life. Graduate college, let's fast forward. What's the next step? What's the next thing that you want to achieve? Yes, sir. You want a job and a career. Man, that's how many people want a good paying job? Let me get a show of hands. How many people really want a good paying job? Let me get a show of both hands. That's what I'm talking about. But a job fair, after you guys graduate college, a job fair is when you go and the people that are there, they're looking to hire. They want to hire someone who is motivated, someone who is skilled, someone that has past experiences. They want to hire somebody who wants to earn really good money and someone that's talented enough to do so. The first purpose of a job fair is to work the room. What are you supposed to do? I want the whole school to hear you. What are you supposed to do? Work the room. Cool. Work the room. Working the room is having short, brief, detailed conversation that gives someone enough information to know about you and you learn about the opportunities that they have for the job. The second thing is you got to be able to sell yourself. And you got to be able to sell yourself in a short, concise amount of time. There's 3 things in selling yourself is you need to be able to tell who you are, what you currently do, and what you want to do. Leave a lasting impression. Leave a lasting impression. So, when you're leaving a lasting impression, you want someone to say, after the conversation is over, after the job fair is over, I met this nice young lady, I met this nice young man. They're a local college graduate from DeVille, or they're a local college graduate from UB, or Buff State, or Canisius. And they piqued my interest. And then the 4th thing is, if we're at a job fair, we want to leave or be closer to getting what? A job. 4 is preparing with a purpose. When you go through high school, you want to get good grades, not because your parents tell you to get good grades, but the better your grades are, the better your opportunities are to get into college. So you're attending school every day in high school, not because someone told you, but because if you know you want to go to college, you're preparing with a purpose in 9th grade. Everything that you do now, every day that you wake up, it's because of a purpose. You know what you want the outcome to be. The time. So, listen up. Everybody may be wondering, how does this benefit us? It's a bunch of conversations going on at one time. Well, in a job fair, there's a bunch of booths. There's a bunch of people looking to speak to the employer, and you're in a tight situation where you have to communicate to the person in front of you that they want to listen to you, that they should listen to you, and they should remember the things you say. So this is real life. This is really how it is in a job fair. There are about 50 booths lined up straight across. There's 6 employers working for one company. Maybe Global Concepts is looking for a new teacher. And then there's 20 people trying to speak to the 5 people that work for Global Concepts Charter School and leave a resume or get an interview. So this is real life. Prepare with a purpose and keep that on your mind. That if you want a good paying job, if you want to attend a good college, you have to do things by preparing with a purpose. You have to be someone that has a plan. And you have to be someone that knows what you want. You have to be someone that knows what you want. If I leave you with anything today, if you remember anything you wrote down, leave here today preparing with a purpose. Thank you so much. That's my time. I'm going to get ready for the next class.
My name is Zach Agawani, and I'm an 8th grade student in Global Concepts Charter School. And I like the speech today because I learned a lot about how to present myself when I'm looking for a job.
My name is Najmuddin Asatani, and I'm in 8th grade Global Concepts Charter School. And the way we saw his presentation and what he had to tell us, I think that we should have it every year, and he should teach us to every 8th grader that comes to the school. And I really like the way he presented and how he helped us with when we grow up, and I'll definitely be using that when I grow up. And he taught me how to connect with everybody when I try to get a job, and what to do during the interview, and how to get them to want me to be in their job, and how to be an employee there. And I'd like to thank him for all that he's done.
My name is Tishara Briner. I'm in 8th grade in Global Concepts Charter School. What I learned from KB today is that you can just be yourself, and you don't have to be afraid, and you present yourself like a lady when you go on the interviews. And I enjoyed them, and I hope you come back.
Preparing with a purpose was a message that helps them to achieve the goals and the things that they aspire to do. We also talk to the youth about, what are you working to become? No longer should we just ask youth, what do they want to be when they grow up? But we ask them, what are you working to become? Our message to the 7th and 8th graders here at Global Concepts was one that was well received. The kids were wonderful, and we had a great opportunity to see these young people show off their gifts, skills, and talents. A big shout out to Global Concepts Charter School. Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed my time thoroughly.